So Gemini 3 just came out and everybody's showing off the crazy user interfaces it can design. And I'm gonna be honest, it is genuinely so good. But nobody's actually showing you how to build a real app with it, like with an actual backend that works. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. Create a clean professional front end, add a real backend with actual functionality, and how to deploy the app so people can actually start using it. I'm even gonna show you a hack that connects your apps to 30,000 plus automations in seconds. So let's get into this. All right, so I generated this landing page from this screenshot. I basically took a screenshot of this and turned it into this in one single prompt using Gemini 3. I was using this inside of Google AI Studio, which you've probably heard about. But the problem with Google AI Studio is that you can't actually build a backend and build a full-on app that you could then publish for users to actually use. So the interface of this and the design of this is absolutely phenomenal. This does not look AI generated at all. If I refresh this, you could even see that there's these motion graphics here that just look so clean. I mean, this looks ridiculously good. But in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a full-on app that doesn't just have a cool looking interface. And we can now do this inside of Emergent. You can see that we have Gemini 3 Pro here, and we could just basically describe the app that we're trying to build. Using Emergent, let me go ahead and do this now. So first of all, like I mentioned, I took this design from this landing page actually. So I'm gonna basically just screenshot this, and I'm gonna use this as design inspiration because this really just looks flawless. So here we go. I'm gonna screenshot all of these different pages, or I guess all these different little like parts of this landing page that I wanna recreate. And the goal of this is to not just recreate this landing page, but I'm gonna build an app around the same theme and like the same text, the same font, same colors, all that stuff, so it has the same vibe. All right, so now that I have these screenshots, I'm now just gonna basically describe what I'm trying to build here. All right, so here is my prompt. Build me a landing page that lets users upload a document and sign them. Very simple app, so I'm basically just going to recreate DocuSign because I hate having to pay for those platforms, and I think I could make one that's even better. I want you to recreate this exact design, not only for the landing page, but for the app as well. Make the copy custom to our app. Let me go ahead, send this off to Emergent, and again, I could select which model I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use Gemini 3 Pro. All right, so just a few minutes later, we have this landing page that looks extremely solid. So let me take a look at this. If I open this in a new tab, and you can see it's just this part here, signing bold docs with simple tools. It kind of copied the interface of this in terms of like the style of text, the layout of it. This is a good starting point. And one thing I want to mention is inside of Emergent, we have this thing called our testing agent here. And what this is doing is this is literally going and playing around and testing our app. It's pointing and clicking and trying out different forms. You can see it's trying to upload a document here. It's literally using our app to basically try to break it and then find ways that we need to make changes to it. And you can see in real time, it actually caught this error. So let's let it do its thing. And then once that is finished, I'm actually going to come back and change a little bit about this. Like we need to change the copy here, signing bold docs. We need to like change this. And then we're going to add to this as well. But this is a really good starting point with Gemini 3 inside of Emergent in one prompt. Here we go. I made a couple of changes here. Let me open this in a new tab to see our full app. So signing documents has never been easier. Guys, this looks flawless. I even added this here. So it basically like animates the numbers adding up, how we transform document workflows for modern teams. Easy, simple, fast. Guys, the user interface of this app looks phenomenal. Doesn't even look like it's generated with AI. We've honestly entered a new era when it comes to Gemini 3 and helping build amazing looking user interfaces with AI. So now that we have this looking good, because this looks really solid, let's actually go ahead and start building the backend for our app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to our agent and I'm just going to say, let's now add user authentication. So the user must up to use our app. So if you don't know what user authentication is, that basically means in order to use this app, you need to be either a paying user or a like subscribed user. So you need to actually log in with Gmail, add a password. So then you can only access this if you have access to that email and password. This is crucial if we're looking to build like a full entire software that we're actually trying to sell to users, because otherwise anybody can use our app and that's not what we want. All right, so I'm just going to say, let's go ahead and move forward with the Google social login. Just like any other app, you could just sign in with your Google account. And then on top of that, after we finish building out the authentication, we also need to change the interface of our actual app here. So you can see this is what it looks like right now. It actually doesn't allow us to upload any document yet. And this looks pretty basic. We're going to spice this app up because Gemini 3 is obviously amazing at helping us, add spice to our basic looking designs. Okay, so now we have user authentication built in, or at least we should. That's what Emergent is telling us. So again, I'm going to open this in a new tab. Guys, I love our landing page so far. let's now try to log in. Now we could actually sign up. So let me actually put in some information. And just like that, I signed up to an account. I could log out. I could log back in using that same exact username and password. And there we go. Our authentication is working properly. Now what we need to do is we need to change the user interface of our app. Right now, again, this does not work right now. The functionality is not there. So let me come back to Emergent and just explain what we're trying to build. All right, so I want you to go ahead and actually add the ability to upload a PDF for the user to sign. Right now, it's not letting you do that. So I'm just gonna give it that prompt, and then let's take a look at how it is functioning and then what the interface looks like, so then I could make some changes to it. Guys, look at this. So I gave it a couple of prompts, and this is what our app is looking like now. Let me open this in a separate tab. So again, we have our landing page here, looks super clean. We can now log into our account. And just like that, we have this dashboard here. This dashboard looks super clean. It's following the exact same kind of style as our landing page, which is exactly what we wanted. And we could actually upload our document. So let me show you how to do that. I'm gonna upload a random PDF here, and then take a look at this animation. Boom, right here. It kind of has these weird little animations that just make our app look a little bit more premium. And you can see we could scroll through our entire PDF document, and then we could draw on our signature, and we could upload our signature here. We could drag it anywhere on our PDF. We could confirm the placement, and we could even go ahead and sign another one. And not only can we sign it, but we could also type it as well, just like you can in something like DocuSign. Boom, here we go. And look at how good that looks, guys. This is basically like DocuSign. I made this in a couple prompts with Gemini 3. So this is looking really solid so far, but I want to add a little bit more functionality. What we could do is we could actually connect this to 30,000 plus different actions using the Zapier MCP, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that right now. All right, so let's quickly talk about what a MCP server is and how this is extremely beneficial to our apps. We're gonna be using Zapier MCP, which allows us to connect to any of the different applications that Zapier integrates with. So think about this for a second. We have our app here that we built that allows you to sign documents. Let's say whenever a new user signs up and logs into our platform, what if we wanna collect their email and we wanna send them a welcome email? So what we could do is we could connect to, again, any of the apps that Zapier integrates with, such as Google Spreadsheet, Gmail, and 8,000 other different apps, and we could send them a personalized email to welcome them to the platform. We could also store their email inside of Google Spreadsheets. We could send a message to our Slack team saying that a new user signed up. All these different things we could do, and that is just kind of the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the different actions and things we could do inside of our app. So let me show you exactly how we could do this now. So we're gonna come over to Zapier MCP. There's gonna be a link in the description to do this. Next, we're gonna click on new MCP server. And guys, this whole concept MCP might sound complex. It's really not. I'm just gonna explain it really simply so you can understand it even if you're not technical. First of all, we're gonna select an MCP client. Just click on OpenAI API and then give this a name. I'm just gonna call this document signing app. And then I'm gonna create an MCP server. And then right here, this is the really exciting part. So we have our tools, and it's extremely easy to add a tool. This is basically an action that our agent can actually use. I'm gonna actually select Gmail so it could send emails for us. I'm gonna select all of these tools. Now, if I take a look, it could find emails, it could add labels to emails, it could send emails, it could delete emails, it could do all of these different things inside of Gmail. And literally just toggling that on gives our app the ability to perform these actions. So I'm going to do the exact same thing for Google Sheets. I'm going to select all of these tools. Now it has 28 different tools here. I'm going to connect that, and we could do this for any of the apps we want to use. Let's go ahead and connect this to our Slack channel as well. So maybe whenever a new person signs up for our platform, we could then notify our Slack team. And there we go. We have all these different actions now added to our server. Next, we need to come to this connect button. And again, this could look really complex. I'm going to break it down really simply so you could do this in seconds. So what we want to do is we actually want to copy a few things. So we want to copy this MCP server URL and then this API key here, which you do not want to show anybody because then they have access to your accounts. Then I'm going to come over to ChatGPT and use this prompt. Turn this info into this JSON config. So I'm going to paste in this information, both the MCP server URL and the API key. And then I'm going to go back over to Emergent, come to our homepage, and then I'm going to click on this little toggle here. Click on MCP tools. I'm going to add a new MCP server. And then right here, I'm just going to screenshot this to give it a ChatGPT so it could then structure this information in this specific way in format that it needs to be in. All right, so then you're gonna see a format similar to this right here. I'm gonna copy this code, come back over to Emergent, and then there's one thing that I need to actually add here. So I'm gonna come back to Zapier MCP, copy this API key, and then I'm gonna paste it in right here. All right, so then we just need to give a name to our server here. So Zapier MCP server, verify and save. And so now our app will have access to all these different actions. So what I suggest you do is I suggest you do this before you begin building your app because it'll be much simpler. And then what you could do is you could just prompt and say, I want you to use this MCP server to help us send emails, add the emails to a Google spreadsheet whenever somebody signs up for our app, and kind of give instructions on how you want your app to actually utilize the different actions that you could perform inside of your app. So guys, there you have it. We built a full entire app using Gemini 3. Using Gemini 3, we could build much better looking apps that do not look AI generated. What I could do is I could literally launch this right now for users to use. And I could even add Stripe in front of my app so people have to be paying users to actually use my platform, and I could charge money to use this. So guys, hope you got some value from this video. There's links to both of these different platforms and resources I talked about in this video down in the comments below. Thanks for staying to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.